Hello and welcome back to Tsukihime. My name is Maybe Dennis, and last time Arcueid and Akiha were having this conversation about like, what are you doing with my brother outside of this home? And she's like, haha, we're having a lot of fun. Let's go, Shiki. And Shiki and Arcueid kind of go out of the mansion to have a conversation. She calling her a dumbass several times, and her kind of like sulking, like, fine, Baka, I don't need you. So she walks away, and we kind of follow her into this underpass. We see a person with a bunch of lines on them. It's seemingly like this person is an undead. And Arcueid and this thing kind of fight against each other. Arcueid obviously wins, but she comes out still a little bit scathed. And we go back to the park where Shiki, talks a little bit more with Arcueid, asking her about like what exactly is going on. And Arcueid says that, yeah, you paid off your debt, but the serial killer is still going around because Vlov was not the serial killer. The serial killer was actually the vampire I was going to, I was here to attack. But Vlov just kind of butted in. So Shiki, after thinking for a while and thinking about Arcueid, was like, okay, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to help you until this situation is resolved. So, yeah, right now we're just kind of cruising the town, seeing what else to do. I think both of us are kind of on the lookout for the other vampire. Shiki with his glasses off, so he can more easily identify them because apparently the undead have like a bajillion lines. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. So let's head into it. Arcueid and I walk side by side through the crowds. It's the first time since I was hospitalized that I've walked around like this, with the lines in full view. I don't feel any dizziness as of yet. Simply seeing them doesn't give me too much of a headache. But while I can look at the thin lines on the building just fine, every glimpse of the lines tracing people we pass makes me feel sick. Yeah, you can still see them here. Everyone has like 2 or 3 lines on them, but to Shiki it's like, oh, this is basically proof of how easily people can die. Disgust surges within me. It's not the sight of their line-covered bodies that makes me feel this way. It's the unwelcome knowledge that humans can die so easily that forces bile up my throat. I still want to know how this works. Like, I think I mentioned this before, but is Shiki the only one that's able to cause people to die if the lines are traced? Like, does his eyes have another effect that kind of brings death to life? Or, well, that's an oxymoron, but brings death upon people? Or can he see the lines and anyone can trace them? Because it kind of changes perspective of how the mystic eyes of death perception work in that case. Alright, we're up here. We continue our search. Arcueid takes each step confidently, never saying a word. We spend around 2 hours checking prominent places close to the station. But in the end, we don't find anyone resembling the clump of lines from earlier. I did check like a earlier comment saying how in one of the bad endings where we went to Vlov's lair, it is very likely that we were placed in the 8th floor. I think the 8th floor of the mall was completely dark because if we were able to see the other 2 people there who end up knocking Shiki out and throwing him in the dungeon, Shiki probably would have noticed that there were some kind of undead or zombies because now that we know, they look very, very different. Even though I'm kind of curious about why the other zombies didn't look that way too. The ones that exploded from the ones we saw. Okay. Oh, there's even a color filter. Like, whoa. I put on my glasses. My vision returns to normal, and I breathe a sigh of long-awaited relief.
そんな簡単に見切りをつけていいのか? まだ1回しか街を見回ってないけど。
That's good enough for today.
一度見回れば十分よ。気配っていうのはね、多少はその場所に残留するものなの。
We have
でも街には死者の気配がどこにもなかった。
So we have Shiki and we have Arcueid checking both their own ways. Shiki can see them, but Arcueid can sense them.
食料を調達する死者はさっきので最後だったのかも。ここからはもう一段階上の死者を潰していくわ。
Gotta climb up the ladder.
不機嫌そうだな、アルクエイド。
当然でしょ。せっかくシキがいてくれるのに空振りなんだもの。
Yeah, you only saw me get hurt.
かっこいいとこ見せようと思ったの。
Huh? Can't say I expected that to be the reason.
まあ、俺は無駄骨でも気にしないけど、そんなにご不満なら、もう一度街を回っても構わないぞ。俺も今度は意識を集中してみる。もしかしたら何か見つけられるかもしれない。
Nah, she's gonna say no. She's gonna say like, you're gonna overexert yourself, so we can't have
ダメ
that.
よ。今夜はこれ以上、あなたに無理はさせられない。
Yeah, fair. She's very respective of Shiki now.
無理って、別に俺は無理なんか。
してるのよ。シキ本人は気がついてないだけ。今だって顔色すごく青いし。ほら、ベンチに座って、少しは楽になるんでしょ？
She guides, or rather pushes me down onto the bench. Truthfully, I'm about ready to throw up, so I'll take a seat for a bit. The relief is such that I accidentally let out a sigh. All the tension I bottled up was released the moment I sat down. I guess I really was pushing myself too hard.
ありがとう。助かった。でも、これぐらい今までの頭痛に比べたら軽度だぞ。意識を保っていられないめまいに比べれば、危ないこともないんだし。
My nausea will fade if I breathe in fresh night air. You know, I don't know what it is, but like, fresh night air is a lot better than fresh day air for some reason. Maybe it's the coolness of it usually. Next to Arcueid's wound, this is nothing. She doesn't need to worry about so much. Oh wait, she doesn't need to worry so much about Arcueid?
弱い生き物のくせに無理はしないで。失神しなければ軽度？それは間違いよ。あなたの目に軽いも重いもない。あまり見えないものを見ようとしないで。そんなに脳を酷使したら廃人になりかねないわ。
廃人って誰が？
あなたがよ。どうしてそんなに危機感がないの？
Yeah, she's starting to understand Shiki's limits, even though before she had a very poor sense of what humans can do. What? You can't, like, live under the water? Like, all the way down below? Huh.
こんな希少な魔眼持ちなのに平和主義者とか、美味しい獲物にも程があるし。よく今まで生きてこられたわね。ひょいってつまんで食べられるわよ、普通。
Alright. Alright, the mystic eyes of death perception are also very valuable, not only to, like, mystical monster people, but also mages. Where on earth would that be normal? And hey, I appreciate it if she gave me the nations of the world a little credit. Even if she wants to call us complacent, it's kind of amazing that law and order prevails as much as it does.
わかった。あんまり言いたくなかったけど、ちゃんと説明してあげる。
Will the eyes kill him? Overload his brain?
シキは生物の死は見やすくて、鉱物の死は見にくいって言ってたでしょ？それはね、結局はあなたの脳の回線の問題なの。物の死、その因果を見るということは、実際は見ているではなく、読んでいるという意味合いに近いわ。
Will this answer my previous question?
すべての事象には大元になった原因、絶対の一がある。この宇宙の始まりにしておしまいの地点。
Basically, everything has a core.
そこにはすべてを記録したものがある。記録というよりはあるものだから、情報とは呼べない。ただあるだけ。それ自体に意思はないし、方向性もありえない。原因を垂れ流しているだけの根源の渦みたいなものね。
Alright, this is getting a little bit mystical for me. Some Nasuverse logic.
この世界にあるものは、その渦から流れ、派生して、今の形に行き着いたわ。私も四季も、吸血種も人間も、元はそこから始まった原子に過ぎない。もう離れすぎ、複雑になりすぎてしまって、原因である始まりに戻ることはできないけど、とにかくそういった位置があるのはわかるでしょ？
So, is it like we're all matter or something?
でもね、たとえどんなに大元からかけ離れた形になっても、派生した存在である以上、とても細い線だけど糸はつながっているのよ。すべての根源、すべての始まりと終わりを記録したレコード。
Ah, the roots. The objective of like all magicians, to reach the root.
それとつながっているものは、物事の終わりを知っていることになる。高等動物の脳は受信と送信を司る機能なんだけど、 大抵の人間はその回線が自分に対してのみで閉じてしまっている。けど中には潜在的に回線が開いている人間もいる。何の魔術回路も利用せず、超越種でさえないのに超常現象を可能とする人間。これをね、魔術師たちは超能力者って区分している。
I guess Shiki would be one of the ones that don't have magic circuits, or is a different race, but can do that.
人間でありながら生まれついて何らかの魔術回路そのものという突然変異体。例えば
Paranormals.
何の神秘も学んでいないのに物の死を見てしまう人間とか。
Ah, so he's a paranormal. Sorry, Arcueid. I appreciate you explaining all this to me, but my brain barely understood a word.
いいわよ、式は理解なんかしなくて。言っておきたいのは、あんまり見えにくいものを自分から見ようとしちゃダメってこと。私は見えないから断言はできないけど、式が見てしまってるものは線だけじゃないはずよ。あなたには線の他にその起点である点も見えているんじゃない？
That is true, though I don't think we usually see like the cores. We definitely saw that on Vlove. It's exactly as she says. Sometimes when I strain my eyes, the lines seem to form a single point. I saw something like that the last moment with Vlove. Yep. Now I think back, it wasn't just with Vlove. The shock may have shut my brain off from reality, but I know they were there.
そうだ。
Yeah.
あの時、お前を殺した時も確かに点が見えてた。何個もあって、
man.
線は点と点を結ぶように流れてた。
I really tried to kill you. Like every single point, just jabbed every single one of them. Like blood vessels, maybe? If the lines are blood vessels, then the points are whatever brings them forth.
物の死にやすい線とその死。なんでしょうね、それ。式はその気になれば鉱物の死を見ることだって可能だと思う。けどそのために脳が生物の範疇から鉱物の範疇に回線を開いて鉱物の死を知ろうとしてしまう。それは本来ありえない運動よ。脳は過負荷を起こして式は間違いなく使い物にならなくなる。
How do I download more RAM? Past the point of no return, huh?
それはこの目が死を見なくなってくれるってこと？
まさか。ねえ式、無茶をしてオーバーブローしたエンジンはどうなるのかしら？
It dies. It turns into a vegetable.
そりゃジャンク行きだろ。一度でも焼き付いたエンジンは二度と使い物にならな。
Oh. I see. The headaches I get when I see death are the cries of an engine overheating.
わかった。ただ見えているだけなら問題はないでしょうけど、見えないものを見ようとするのだけはやめて。せいぜい血管が破裂して脳に負荷がかかるぐらいに留めておきなさい。その先に踏み込んだら生きながらにして石になる。
I can kill rocks. I'll have you know I can kill rocks too.
そのメガネを作ってくれた魔術師には感謝しないとね。
Oh yeah.
大抵の超能力者は自分の力がどんなに危険なものか知らずに使用して自分から廃人になってしまうから。まあ人間でありながら人間の社会では生きられない存在的不適合者だからその方が幸せなのかもしれないけど。
Master Aoko.
どうやらそれが私がここに来た理由のようだし、私が君を以前の生活に戻してあげる。
That's what Master told me when she made me these glasses. I owe her so much it hurts to think about. That day, she saved me in more ways than one. I wouldn't be here without her.
ところで
Anyways.
うわ
Arcueid materializes right in my face as I'm in the middle of ruminating. This isn't good for my heart. I wish she'd let me have a moment considering what we just talked about.
なんだよ。メガネならもう渡さないぞ。
They're mine. You can't take them from me. You can't break them
そうじゃ
either.
なくて、これからどうする？もう死者は出てきそうにないし、今夜はここでお別れにする？
Oh god. I'm gonna be yelled at by Akiha so much. I'm so scared of Akiha, man. It's 11 o'clock. My curfew was ages ago. I'll I'll talk with Arcueid for a little longer. I'll talk with Arcueid a little longer. There's still so much I don't understand, despite already having decided to help this vampire.
いや、まだ吐き気が収まらないし、落ち着くまでここにいるよ。その間、お前に聞きたいこともあるし。街の巡回は無理でも、それぐらいならいいだろう。
そう私はいいけど、式はいいの？
I just want to spend more time with you. You're really cute.
人間って夜は眠くなるんでしょ？
別にいいよ。もともと眠るのは苦手だし。
Keep waking up at night, seeing these like dogs and Vlove looking thing.
苦手ってことは不眠症？
いや、寝つきはいい。単に好きじゃないってこと。
ふん。夢は見ないの？
Dream? We haven't seen his dreams yet, actually. I'm not sure how to answer that.
とにかく、0時までは付き合う。そっちが話ずくめで疲れてるなら、このまま帰るけど。
I like the background image here. like it really looks like an image instead of a drawing, but it's also clearly not real.
全然疲れてない。
I want to talk more too.
むしろ全力で受けて立つわ。
そうなんだ。
cool, yeah.
元気があって羨ましいけど、勢い余って暴れ出すなよ。
I'll have you know I can
地
do
面を
that.
ぶち抜くのとか、もうなしの方向で。
そんな無駄なことするわけないし。もう、式は私のことなんだと思ってるの？なんか誤解してない？
No, from what the comments have mentioned, you are an absolute monster. 100%. I don't even know. I can't even comprehend how strong you are.
大丈夫。そこは完璧ブレてない。アルクエイドのことは、手加減のできないやりすぎ吸血鬼だと思ってる。
Time to barrage her with questions. What do I want to know about? Vampires in as much details as possible. Battle... You won't let me choose two? I guess vampires... I'm actually like, why won't you let me choose? Okay, that was the one I was most interested in, the 27 ancestors. I guess I'll choose vampires in as much detail as possible. I need to know more about vampires. The sire and their zombie minions. I'll ask more about their hierarchy.
地味なとこついてくるのね。
地味で悪かったな。
Sorry for that, actually.
何事も基礎からだって言ったのはお前だろ。
So we have 3 choices here, as well as this, which also goes to, it's going home. So, yeah. But I won't be able to find out the last choice.
お、さすが人力だけでピラミッドを建てちゃう霊長類。堅実かつ誠実ね。いいわ。じゃあ今夜は吸血鬼講座中級編。吸血鬼社会の仕組みについてお話ししましょう。
That's right. This episode is Vampirism 102. I don't really feel like taking this class, but I'm the one who asked for it in the first place. Time to be a good student and listen carefully to Miss Arcueid's lecture. Teach me, Arcueid Sensei!
その発生から話すと長すぎるから、ここは私たちの敵。使徒に話を限定するわね。使徒の大部分が古いタイプの吸血鬼で、その生殖、繁殖の仕方は血を吸って仲間を増やすこと。これはもう説明するまでもない？
Yep. Comments have also basically explained to me what that is, so thank you for that.
上司としもべだろ？一人の支配者と大勢の働きアリなんだよな。
Whoa! We're in the middle of a park! Where'd you
そ
get
の
that?
働きアリにも種類があるわ。
Wait, actually...
前にも話したけど、こういう海底。
Yeah, last time she went from 6 and then went downwards.
まず1海底、死者。自立できず、親の命令通りに動く操り人形。命令がなければ死体のまま放置され、死に至る。
I guess that's the difference between the thing we saw and zombies. So the person we saw last episode might not have just been a zombie, or maybe they were, I'm not sure. But, I mean, the other zombies we saw exploded, right? I don't know if we've seen... No. Yesterday, I think what we saw was a ghoul. I'll keep going.
要は下級兵士ね。ただ血を吸われて血を送られただけのもの。私たちが死者と呼んでいるものの一つ。次に2回転。
Ghouls.
意志はあるものの明確な思考はできない生前の姿を擬態している死者。
So, were ghouls the ones that we saw yesterday with the person that Arcueid attacked and ended up getting a little bit damage from? And zombies are the ones that explode. That's
親
what
の
I'm
魔力
getting.
で腐敗こそしないものの中身は完全に崩壊している。脳が腐り出しているから本能で血肉を求める分1回転の死者より凶暴。あえて言うなら兵士かな。これも死者ね。3回転不死。ここからようやく吸血鬼と呼べる程度の生き物になるかな。
Okay, undead is when vampires start. Okay.
生きる屍アンデッド。生前ほどの思考能力はないものの自分だけで人間生活を偽装できる。
Okay. Still have cognitive
一度死ん
abilities.
でから脳を再構成した上級兵士。日光も平気よ。ただし防腐処理はこまめにしないとあっさり正体が露見する。死者と呼ばれるカテゴリーはここまでね。
The last of what we call the dead. So from here on out, it's not the dead. I see. Those dead things have their own ranks too. I guess as they get higher in ranks, they go from being regular corpses to moving ones. Though I'm curious about something.
その海底分けはともかく、死者とか式とか、
Oh, yeah,
名
that's a
前
good
分けっ
point.
て誰がしたんだ？
おあいにくさま。こういうのは大抵教会の仕事よ。便利だから使っていたら魔術世界の常識になっただけ。
It's always the church.
問題は教会内部の誰がこれを広めたかなんだけど。ま、それはどうでもいいか。次は4
I
回
didn't
転。
realize she
ヤ
was
族。
doodling. That's why she was turned around like that. That's so cute. Alright, Nightkin, rank 4.
生前のパーソナリティを維持したまま吸血鬼見習いとして活動する不死者。
So, someone said that like the two people in the 8th floor of the mall were actually like undead or, you know, for working for Vlove. I guess they must have been Nightkins because they still had their personality. And, you know, were fully functional.
人間離れした身体能力を持つ代わりに極度の冷えと渇きを覚える。いわば下級騎士、半人前の吸血鬼ね。6回転以上の者が獲物を丁寧に少しずつ吸血していくと、犠牲者はこの海底の吸血鬼からスタートする。日光を浴びると貧血になる程度でまだ焼かれはしない。
Yeah,
魔
yeah.
術世界において人と呼べるのはこの海底までなんだとか。
吸血鬼見習い。つまり、もう死者じゃない。
ええ。4回転に達した吸血鬼はもう親元から離れても生きていける。親元から見れば物から生き物になったぐらいの感覚だそうよ。
From things to beings. It kind of makes sense since the word kin is in it.
この4回転になれるのは1000人中1人の割合。次に5回転山。
Nightmares.
4回転の深度に加えその血液に宿った呪いによって親元あるいは個人に起因する異能を発揮できるようになる。
Special powers. It makes me wonder if Vlove was this before he killed the ancestor and ended up becoming an ancestor. Oh, was it an ancestor or apostle? I forgot. Oh, these terms. Well, I wonder if he was a nightmare before, you know, becoming where he is now.
上級騎士一人前の吸血鬼ね。で最後の6回転使徒。完全に吸血種として自立。吸血侵食によって子を作ることもできるけど6回転以上の子は作れない。
Okay, Dead Apostle Lesser.
成り上がり者の限界ね。あえて言うなら城塞かな。
Level of a citadel, okay. So I was under the impression that Vlove was this level.
この町に救っている吸血鬼はこの海底。親としてしもべを作り村を食い物にする災害よ。
The vampire here in this town is of this rank, so she's chasing after a dead apostle, a lesser one apparently. Look at that drawing. Ha!
以上が使徒における身分制度。何か気になった点はある？
グローブはどの海底だったんだ？
Thank you, thank you.
もちろん6回転、使徒よ。あいつの場合、そこから飛び級をしてしまったけど、それはまた別の時にでも。
Yeah, yeah, okay. So he skipped the level due to killing his master, I believe.
じゃあもう一つ、こっちが本題。
What level are you?
身分制度って言ったけど、それを決めるのは誰？いや、なんだ。吸血鬼は血を吸って仲間を増やすなら、どうしてこうもあり方が違うんだ？
Is it not still just the church?
いいところに気がついたわね。それが使徒の最大の欠点。いえ、特徴かな。使徒に血を吸われた人間は誰もが吸血鬼になるわけじゃないし、使徒は誰をも吸血鬼にするわけでもない。しもべ作りと食事は別。血を吸われただけなら人間は人間として死ねるわ。けれどその時、使徒の血を送られると人間は血に支配され死亡する。その後に吸血鬼として神聖し呪われていく。
So the injection of their dead apostle blood is what causes them to turn into one of the ranks.
この海底はその呪いの震度を表したものなの。
じゃあ、さっきの男は殺された後に蘇ったんじゃなくて、初めから吸血鬼にするために親元に殺されたのか？
ええ。でもしもべを作るのだって簡単じゃないわ。吸血鬼は簡単に家族を増やせない。
It's not easy. I wonder what it entails. Is it due to limited blood?
1海底の死者なら殺した後に血を送って無理やり兵士にしてしまえばいい。けど2海底以上の吸血鬼を増やすには犠牲者自身の才能、適性が必要になってくる。
They have to be adept. They have to have the ability to become vampires properly. They have to have the potential.
適性って何なの？
吸血種の血に抗える免疫力かな。
Immunity? Wow. We're going that far.
大抵の人間は適性がない。だから吸血鬼の血を送り込まれると、その吸血鬼が持つ特性にあっさり支配される。死んだ後も働かされる病気みたいなものね。でもそれだと上質のしもべとは呼べない。親元としては自分の力だけで自立してもらわないと困るのよ。働きアリを動かすたびに自分の痴漢を使っていたら、それこそ本末転倒でしょ。
Can't argue with that. She did mention that vampires are usually sleeping in their coffins. Apparently, those things that have lived a long time. Apparently, those that have lived a long time aren't very economical in their energy usage, which is why they need a way to gather blood without expending their own resources. If they had to spend energy just to command their helpers, it defeats the entire purpose of having them.
適性がある人間は吸血鬼の呪いに抵抗できる。その後は本人の生存力ね。吸血鬼の血に負けて絶命するか、これに打ち勝って吸血鬼として神聖するか。
Oh, so after being given a vampire's blood, they can actually try to reject it and not be a kin and just be a vampire on their own, it seems.
この町で遺体として見つかっているのは、適性はあったけど、そのまま絶命した人間よ。結果的にただ殺された遺体になって路上に放置される。死者たちは殺された後に自分で動き出すけど、死者になれなかった遺体はそのままでしょ。
Yeah.
そうか。あのゾンビになったら遺体は残らないもんな。
そういうこと。ニュースに上がっている犠牲者たちはむしろレアケースね。生地適性があったから目をつけられ、結果的に人間として死亡した。
Wow, that didn't even occur to me. I thought the humans were essentially just the people that were killed were just fodder so that they can feast on, more blood. They can replenish their resources. But I didn't realize that they were actually supposed to be part of their army, the vampire army, but they were just too weak or they just refused to become a vampire, so they just died. And that they are in the minority. Wow.
適性を持つ人間は100人に1人ぐらい。その中でも送り込まれた異物に適応できて耐えきれた者だけが4海底以上の吸血鬼になる。吸血鬼はよくネズミ講だなんて言われるけど、血を送れば誰でも子にできるわけじゃない。 実際には時代とともに吸血鬼と呼べるものは減っているのが現状よ。
Damn, they really brought in the pyramid scheme. I remember what Arcueid said about how hard it is for vampires to sire more kin. Vampires must think of their minions and their offsprings differently. The zombie that... Okay, so that was a zombie, just confirming. The zombie that Arcueid disposed of earlier was nothing more than a minion.
じゃあさっきの男はとっくの昔に殺されていて、自分でもわからないまま吸血鬼の言う通りに働いてたのか。
自分でもわからないは海底によるわね。1海底なら自動人形に過ぎないけど、3海底なら脳は生きているし、彼らは自分がどういう生き物になったのかを理解した上で吸血鬼に従っている。自分から進んで人間たちを殺して親元に血を送っているのよ。
They're evil.
いや
Kill their own kind
それは
now.
違うだろう。いきなり殺されて気がついたら動く死体にされてるんだ。そんなの無理やりやらされているに決まってる。
Maybe there's a charm effect or some kind of compelling effect. The blood gives them so that they feel compelled to listen?
前にもいたわね、そういう風に命乞いしてきた死者。逆らったら殺される、命令されてやっていただけ。
Oh. It could be out of fear too. Yeah, makes
つま
sense.
り自分が死にたくないから人間を殺しているってことよね。これって自分から進んで殺しているのと何が違うの？
いやそれは
意識が残っている死者たちは決まって自由がない、こうするしかなかったと訴えるわ。でも主に逆らって死ぬ自由は残っている。なのに人間を殺す方を選んだのだから、彼らは自分から進んでかつて同族だった生き物を殺していると思うんだけど。
That makes sense. Even though they're undead now, they'd rather continue living at the cost of other people.
まあどちらにせよ使徒に連なる者はみんな殺すから私は気にしないけど。
I've got nothing to say in response. Arcueid is right. What she says makes complete sense. But it's the logic of a vampire, of a powerful being. Humans don't have the privilege of living that justly or of seeing things in black and white.
それともう一つ訂正。しもべだって親には逆らえるのよ。
Oh, okay.
使徒と呼ばれる吸血鬼はしもべたちに自由意志を与えている。いつか自分に逆らい挑むように。ブローブもそうやって親を殺して使徒になった吸血鬼だもの。
He killed his own ancestor.
いい？覚えておいてシキ。使徒に分類される吸血鬼はね、人間が大好きなの。
Vampires that can be classified as dead apostles love humans. Define love. As food?
人間的なものが大好きなの。だからいくらでも残酷になれる。あなたたちはこの星で一番、いえ、唯一苦しめるために命を消費できる生き物だから。
Wow, okay. Human qualities, like intelligence and emotion, I guess. It's like Arcueid said. Humans can't comprehend the death of an inanimate object. And on the flip side of that, inanimate objects and animals can't comprehend the death of a human. Then the death of emotion and the suffering of the minds are pleasures only humans can enjoy.
苦しめるために自由を残しておくっていうのか。わかんないな。吸血鬼ってのはどうしてそんなことをするんだよ。
Entertainment? They live so long.
そうね。吸血鬼が悪趣味なのは認めるわ。でもそれは使徒に限った話よ。初めから吸血種だった者はあまりそういうことはしないもの。
Built different. Those who were vampires from the start.
そういえば言ってたな。吸血鬼には2種類あるって。
True ancestors.
初めから吸血鬼のものと人間から吸血鬼になったもの。その人間から吸血鬼になったやつらが使徒ってことなのか。
まあそうね。魔術の果てに不老になった者か、神祖に血を吸われてしもべとなった者とがいるわ。シキ、あなたはさっき殺した人間を刺激するのが悪趣味だと言ったけど、それでもまだマシな方なのよ。
遊びって。
For fun.
遊びで人間を殺して、その死体をおもちゃにしてるっていうのか。
Well, yeah, some of them do.
否定はしないわ。使徒にとって娯楽は呼吸と同じことなのよ。人間という短命種でありながら、不完全ながらも不老不死に近づいた彼らにとって最大の敵は退屈だった。
Huh, I wonder why Arc isn't like this. She seems to be one of the types that were a vampire from the start, so maybe she never actually indulged in amusement, so it's not something that she craves. Maybe she's just used to it.
もともと私たちと違って目的がないくせに不老不死になった彼らは、不老不死を手に入れた瞬間にあらゆる物欲がなくなってしまった。目的が不老不死だったんだから仕方がないといえば仕方がないんだろうけど。
Ah, it's because they had a goal and they achieved it, so they're like, I don't know what else to do, I'm just gonna have fun.
なんだそれ。退屈だから遊びたいなんて、ふざけたことは言わないでくれ。だいたいさ、年も取らないで死にもしないって言うんなら、もうそれで十分じゃないか。他の楽しみなんていらないだろう。
だからそれで十分になってしまったのよ、彼らは。けれどそれでは存在の意味がない。自らを無価値と停止した生命と認識した知性体は、そこで存在の価値がなくなってしまう。
Yeah. Yeah.
彼らはだんだんと摩耗していく自身を恐れ、
Gross.
進んで娯楽を作ることにした。生きているんだって、自分たちはまだ楽しみがあるんだって自らを弁護するように。それが貴族の発端よ。彼らは人間の真似事をして、自分を上司に見立てて勢力を広げていくゲームを始めたわ。
Oh, is that how the 27 ancestors came
あ
to
りてい
be?
に言ってしまえば死者の王国ね。思いのほかそれは彼らにとって刺激的だったみたい。
Or like how the Castellans were formed because they were like, yeah, we're just gonna make a kingdom or something.
言ったでしょ、彼らは人間の真似事をしてるって。使徒は娯楽のために自らが吸い殺した人間に自らの血を分け与える。死体は何万分の1という確率をくぐり抜けて成長し、いずれ親を殺して自らが新しい使徒になる。騎士が武勲を立てて君主となり、やがて王を落とすように。彼らもそういうゲームでもしなければ存在してられないの。悪魔的なるものの存在の軽さかな。たとえ不老不死だとしても存在意義がなければ空気と変わらないんだもの。
Raison d'etre, the reason of living. They may as well be dust in the wind. I don't know French. Arcueid shrugs her shoulders like she can't believe how stupid it all is. She may be one of them, but it seems like she doesn't share their taste. Okay, I guess we got more information on that. Are we going home now? The hands of the clock have reached their zenith. While we were talking, midnight strikes snuck up on us.
もう日付が変わっちゃうね。もったいないけどそろそろ休んでもらわないと。
I'll see you tomorrow.
俺ならまだ元気だけど。
それは四季がそう思ってるだけよ。今夜はここでお別れにしましょう。どうせまた明日には会えるんだから。
See you tomorrow. In like 5 minutes. Arcueid begins moving away with a little dance step. Aw, still looking my way.
明日って、ちょっと待て。待ち合わせ場所とかどうするんだよ。
Please give me your number.
ここでいいよ。時間は10時頃がちょうどいいかな。
But that's school time.
おやすみなさい、四季。また明日。
Oh, so cute. There's no stopping her. After offering a cheerful wave, she departs.
No.
The mind wants to complain, but the heart just isn't in it. Ugh. She may be trouble, but even more than that, she's cute. He's right.
なんだよ、今の顔。
She's dangerous, that one. How could I ever miss our plans if she's gonna look at me like that? Oh, she's simping now. And I understand. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, everyone's asleep. Nice. I make it back to the mansion. Now a single light brightens the building. The door isn't locked.
翡翠ちゃんと開けててくれたんだ。
I let out a grateful sigh. So as not to wake anyone, I end up tiptoeing to my room. Tiptoe by the window. Another sigh, this time from relief, escapes as I settle onto the bed. Arcueid was right. My body is thoroughly exhausted. I wonder... Okay, so right now we're here. We're back in our room. I do kind of want to see what the other options in the flowchart would be. So here, if I decide to go home, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna check it out. Okay, this time I'm gonna head home for tonight. I may not be sleepy, but my body is craving rest. Today was a lot. I've been dragged around all night.
そうだな。確かに、そろそろ帰らないと。
まあそうよね。シキも疲れてるようだし、怖い妹さんの目があるしね。
Don't remind me, man.
いや、怖くないし。
Don't lie, Shiki. We'll just shelve that issue for now. Anyhow.
で、明日からの予定はどこで待ち合わせる？
Right here.
ここでいいわ。時間は10時ちょうどで。ナイフ忘れずに持ってきてね。
Alright, yeah, the knife. That goes without saying. I'm not stupid enough to pick a fight with a vampire unarmed.
でも10時か。
The mansion goes lights out at 9:30 and locks up at 10. What with Hisue and Kohaku around, I'm unsure if I can sneak out. Oh, they're meeting at night. Whoops. I thought he meant 10 a.m. I almost suggested we meet at 11 instead, but I decided it's not worth it. Night is short. We should give ourselves as much time as possible to search.
よかった。それじゃあね、シキ。
Oh, no cute smile? No! Oh.
また明日、ここで会いましょう。
This is a different look. She's like kind of sad to depart. I guess that's the end to today's troublemaking. The vampire in white wishes me the gentlest of farewells and takes her leave.
なんだよ。やればできるじゃんか。
Yeah. I grumble, as if to distract myself from the emotion welling up in my chest. Damn it. How could I possibly forget about tomorrow when she smiles at me like that? Yeah. He's head over heels. Understandable. Okay, according to my calculations, even though we are an hour earlier, this should be the same as the other one. I think, so we'll go back home. Yeah, okay. That is exactly where I thought we were gonna end up. Okay, in that case, I'll try the other option where I get to ask about... I forgot what the other option is, but we'll ask about it. Okay, so the last option should be coming up. Or not, well, I'll talk with her a little bit longer and see what other choices we have. She's gonna ask us what else we want to know about. Can I choose the 27? Nope! Or I guess her battle attire from when we fought Vlove. The music gets all goofy. This is a good chance to ask. No, the best chance. I must know about her attire. And I've actually been insanely curious about it too.
ブローブと戦っていた時に着てた服見せて。
Can I see it? It was really pretty. Yep. I had a feeling she'd look at me like that. But I just can't get that image out of my head.
あの時は遠くにいたからよく見えなくて。
Yeah, I just want to see it again.
なんか今と違う服装になってなかった？
You saw it very clearly, Shiki. With all of my being, I muster a tone suggesting a simple scientific curiosity. If Arcueid thinks I have an ulterior motive, that's on her. Yeah, it's for science.
ブローブ対策で表面を変えていた時のこと？
Does that mean your clothes are made of magic, even the ones you're wearing now? Because like, after he knocked the magic out of you, you turned into I don't know.
疲れるからやりたくないんだけど、レシピはまだ残してるから。
What do you mean by a recipe? I can make it. I can cook it. What are you cooking? Oh. Dang.
はい、
Oh.
これでいいの？
Oh, she's so cute. The blue flower really brings it out too. Oh, oh no, it's Shiki and his leg fetish. Oh no. All good, she asked, as if the sight before me wasn't positively breathtaking. There stands before her beautiful flowing form. Soft gloves envelop her arms in a silken embrace. The shoulders are open, revealing gorgeous, immaculate skin. So this is what it's like to be at a total loss for words. Achingly beautiful is the only phrase that comes to mind to describe the alabaster vision. An incomprehensible groan of admiration escapes from my lip. That's what it was. Sure, admiration, sure. It's hard to believe the thing before me is the same vampire who's caused me nothing but trouble today. I wonder if she wouldn't come back to the mansion wearing that. That would certainly be something to see. I don't want to die yet, though. Oh,
私の選択ミスだからあんまり好きじゃないんだけど。
by mistake. She's like, I thought she was shy, but no, she's like, yeah, this is a mistake.
ブローブの原理が寒さだと見抜いていれば、もっとあったかいイメージで固めてたわ。
That's true. This is to counter the heat, but then she got hit with the cold. He's like, look at it glitter. Now that she mentions it, the air does feel colder around her. It almost looks as if the glimmering crystals of ice are swirling in the air. Oh, that's what the glow is.
そっか、耐熱仕様なんだもんな。そりゃ冷房機能もついてるか。
そう、くれぐれも触らないでね。触れると四季も凍っちゃうから。これは私自身の守りじゃなくて、ブローブに組みついた時、炎を消すために作ったものよ。
The best defense is a good offense, huh? Oh, very like Arcueid. I'm glad I went back for this. Still, and I hate to admit this, she really is a princess. It's just that we haven't seen this Shiki in a very long time.
何よ、難しそうな顔して。
Dude, can you not?
もしかして四季、私の失敗を見て楽しいの？
そんなわけあるか。これが失敗なら世の中の9割は失敗だ。普段からこの格好はダメだよな。目立ちすぎる。
We don't want you to look too good.
第一、他のやつに見せるなんてとんでもない。これは俺だけの特権だ。
just me.
そうじゃあ気に入ったってこと？
Oh god, she's gonna die for another reason now. The realization of what I just said crashes over me like a wave. Because of the sight in front of me, I failed to stop myself from saying something so stupid. For science, you know. So, yeah.
一緒に戦うとき、お前がいろいろできると頼りになるだろう。
Something, anything to salvage this. It seems she's happy to be a big help.
もちろん私、基本的に万能だから。殺すことしか脳のない四季を最大限にサポートするね。
All you can do is kill, so I'll support you. She's like, yeah, we know you're the glass cannon, you're the DPS, so I'll do the other stuff. Maybe I went a little too far. Now I'm pretty sure she intends to launch me at our enemies like a tennis ball. That's what I thought she was gonna do last time. Honestly, it may be my fault for coming up with such a crazy plan when we fought Flove.
ところで、その服名前とかあるのか？
名前？そんなのいちいち決めないけど。
Did she make this outfit on the spot? She makes it seem like if she doesn't have a name for it, even though it's like specifically for this, it makes it seem like she just made it just now for this specific purpose. It's not something she had previously, but she was like, I need something fireproof. I'll just make this right now.
ドレスコードはそうね。氷河をまとうかな。
Dress code, as she said, donning a glacier.
そういうイメージで作ったわ。
じゃあ、ブローブの力を見抜いていたら。
Oh, that does beg the question, yeah. If she knew that he was going to use ice, what kind of fire-ish dress would she have worn? Oh, I'm curious now, Shiki, you're thinking.
キラウェアをイメージしていたでしょうね。
Kilauea.
あそこは今も活動している火山だから。
Admittingly, I'd love to see her in her Hawaiian style. Me too, man.
ねえ、そろそろ着替えていい？
Only to your other form.
力無駄に使いたくないし。
While I may be sad to see the dress go, I have no grounds to stop her. I tell her it's fine, trying to keep my composure all the while. It's fine, please. Yeah, you can put it away. Oh! A more compelling question comes to mind.
なあ、ブローブとの戦闘服がなんでドレスなんだ？社交界に行くわけでもあるまいし。
社交界ってそういうものでしょ？
High society is all about fighting. Oh gosh, she lives in a completely different planet than we do.
なるほど。
She must live on Type Moon. Apparently, vampire big shots spend all their time at each other's throats. Is that gonna be the end? Are we gonna go our separate ways now? Yeah, that's the same thing. All right, yeah, I'm glad I got to see this. I think in terms of the flow chart, the one I'm gonna go with will be the first one I chose because it had that like special-ish goodbye. I feel like that meant a lot more. And yeah, right now I still can't choose the 27 ancestors. So I'll go through this all again and then I'll meet you where we stopped last time. Yeah, this goodbye is just a lot better. It's a lot cuter too. Okay, we're back in our room. Harker was right. My body's thoroughly exhausted. Feels like the mattress is sucking me in. Still lying down, I let out a massive breath. Again, I'm working with Arcueid. Fate just keeps dragging me back into her blast radius. Fate keeps dragging me back too, I can't leave!
でも仕方ないじゃないか。放っておけなかったんだから。
Or maybe I don't want to. Maybe I'm drawn to her, to all her beauty and all her inhumanity. Inhumanity. Yes. That's true. She is very special. How stupid of me. I've already killed once with these hands, so what am I losing my mind over? The whole reason I'm even touching this vampire hunting business is for this city I call home. I don't want to die, so I have to help out.
そうだ。それ以外、何がある？
I close my eyes, glasses off. Sleep takes me over, a giant hand pulling my body and my consciousness into deep darkness. Whatever happens, I'll be fighting alongside her. Again. Right now, I should just get ready for tomorrow. I mean, I'm just saying, we did tell Akiha the truth. We told her we were fighting vampires, and she didn't believe us. I told the truth. Alright, let's go on to the next day. So right now, it should be the Mystic Eyes of Death Perception 2, because previously it was 1. Day 8. Was it is the text red now? Huh. Well, that's ominous. Ooh, flashback it seems. Very blurry flashback. Let's see. Yeah, very blurry. The estate was our playground back then. A forest as deep and vast as the ocean. A house that looked more like a castle. Each day, a new adventure would unfold in our kingdom. There's so much to explore. Dun 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 dun. Every day was fun. This is the opening they play on the title screen. We had no idea we'd ever grow up. Doing the same thing day in, day out, but never getting bored. We were just children, playing and yelling like puppies. We got along well. We were regular partners in crime. Akiha was always there when I looked for her. I would wave at her, and she'd get all embarrassed and hide. Oh man, Akiha would have been such a cute kid. Yeah, the same as always. The estate was our playground back then. A forest as deep and vast as the ocean. A house that looked more like a castle. Each day, a new adventure would unfold in our closed little world. There's so much to explore. It makes it seem like multiple kids though. I wake up from a peaceful slumber. Oh, he had dreams now I think about it. Dreams! The morning light pulled me from my deep sleep. My dream. I felt like I dreamed of something from a long time ago. Eyes! Those horrendous things assault my vision when I open my eyes. The thing is, like, when he opened them immediately, he didn't see them. It was only after he remembered that he can see these things, where it's like, oh god, my eyes. My head feels like it's going to split open at the temples. It's a clear day. The sun bathes the garden in such a vivid light that I can even spot it from my bedroom. Rays of achingly bright sunlight illuminates every nook and cranny of my surroundings. Oh yeah. My glasses. I tried to extend my hand to take them from beside my pillow, but noticed something strange. Oh no, are they not there? No sensation in my arm or legs. I can clearly think of what I wanted them to do, but the signal doesn't seem to reach. It's like I've got locked in syndrome. Oh, can he not move? Is he exhausted because he overused his eyes yesterday? I suffered the time in silence, unable to close my eyelids. Oh, jeez. Wait, technically you wouldn't be looking from this angle. Whatever. The sunlight begins to soften. Feelings return to my arms and legs. So he had some kind of like short-term paralysis for a second. Taking a deep breath, I finally managed to get my glasses and seal away that sight. Exhaling, I free myself from the bed's confines at last. That was nothing of note. It happened all the time during my stay in the hospital. So that's part of his anemia stuff. Whenever I was exhausted, my vision would go blurry and my limbs would become paralyzed. My appetite would totally disappear too. This is just what happens if I spend too much time looking at things with my naked eyes. Yeah. It's probably because you're doing it all at night, man. Don't take that the wrong way. I think I could see them more clearly than I used to. The lines on the building have always seemed thin to me. It's rare for them to be that distinct. What was once just a lingering headache now feels like I took a bullet to the brain. But do you know how that feels? I remember what Master once told me. He said my eyes could end up attracting unpleasant things. Arcueid also said not to use my eyes too much. That doing so would destroy my mind. This is what I get for involving myself with vampires. Not only do I have to face danger when I fight them, but now I've invited danger into my everyday life. Though there's no use dwelling on it, I knew that this was going to happen when I decided to help Arcueid. Hisui's gonna come in the next 5 lines. Sitting around and doing nothing wouldn't be productive anyway. There's no stopping until Soya is free of vampires. I'm only helping her because I want to protect Akiha and the other people I care about. I quickly get out of bed, trying to clear my head of any unpleasant thoughts. Damn it, I thought Hisui would be here by now. I should get changed and thank Hisui for last. Come to think of it, Hisui isn't here. Oh, she's not here to greet us this time. It's a little after 7. Hisui would usually be here to wake me up. Or maybe she got reprimanded. My theory is swiftly rebuked when I notice that there's a change of clothes prepared on my desk. Oh, never mind. Maybe she's got other errands to run? Maybe she had something more important to do. I'm curious about what might have diverted her attention, but it's really none of my business. There's not much time to spare, so I'll just get into my uniform and head downstairs. To the parlor room. Oh god, I forgot. I never resolved that thing from last night. Memories of yesterday's event hit me the moment I opened the door. Sometimes I amaze even myself. The fact that I managed to forget all about something as disastrous as yesterday has me genuinely concerned for my own well-being. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. The worries about my mental health can wait until after surviving what comes next. I stand there at the open door, frozen like a sculpture, unable to venture inside. Meanwhile, in the parlor... okay, she's there. Akiha is seated on the sofa, just like she was last night. Kohaku is standing behind her as usual. Up until now, Akiha has always greeted me with a, "Good morning, Shiki." But today, she won't even look in my direction. I can not really explain, actually. Needless to say, this is all because I left last night without explaining anything about Arcueid. It almost looks like she's just lounging, but animosity is radiating from her every pore. You can cut the tension with a knife. I can probably see the lines and cut it with my knife, actually.
おはようございます、シキさん。
Hi, Kohaku. Can I get my breakfast to go? I'm scared. I'm really scared.
朝ごはんの前にお茶にいたしますか？
Yes, Kohaku doesn't have to worry about any of this.
おはよう、
I
琥珀
didn't
さ
see
ん。
her yesterday, come
お
to
茶
think
は
of
ま
it.
た落ち着いた時に。
At least I don't remember. I remember Akiha being shocked. I remember Hisui being like, "Really, bro?" And it's like, "All right, I'll cover it for you." But I don't remember Kohaku being there, though. Maybe it's just bad memory because it's been like a week since I played. I returned to Kohaku's greeting and entered the parlor properly. Akiha side-eyes me as I timidly cross the room. Can't let myself cave to her silent intimidation. It's times like these when a person's resourcefulness is truly put to the test. I should greet her with plenty of cheer. Just say hi already. Gomena, sorry. Greet her with plenty of cheer. Let's go. First things first. I have to do something about this energy in this room. At this point, I don't think I'll get anywhere with my usual attitude, so it's time to try something new.
Good morning. いい朝だね、アキハ。
Good morning. I pair my greeting with a light-hearted chuckle. Really, bro? Abort! Abort! Akiha's glare only intensifies. Tough crowd, huh? Wait, I gotta hear this again. She said, "Good morning." I'm just gonna quick jump just to see.
Good morning. いい朝だね、アキハ。
I know some Shiki fans are gonna put that as their like ringtone or something. I'm gonna get herny if this goes on any longer.
では、おじいさんは朝食を食べに食堂へ。
He's still talking in that voice. I believe it's time if I break my fast. I turn on my heel to make for the door, and just as I do,
兄さん、
Akiha's positively glacial voice stops me dead in my tracks.
食事の前に話があります。
Okay.
どうぞ、ソファーに座ってください。
I don't think I'm hungry anymore. I'll just go to school. Her tone makes it apparent that resistance is futile. I've dug my own grave, and I do believe this may be my last day on Earth. Now that the flight is off the table, my only option is to fight.
わかった。できる限り手短に頼む。
I quietly sit down on the sofa across from Akiha. Kohaku I'm like slurring my words now because I know that I'm in for a doozy. Kohaku prepares a cup of tea for me as I do. She's giving off a positive vibe that helps cheer me on just a tad. Actually, where on the flowchart are we? Okay. Oh, death of foolish. I don't know. So this was really short. I wonder if the other ones will lead into it. Let's find out. Okay, just say hi already. Bold as my thoughts are, I've never seen Akiha look quite this intense before. I'll have to choose my words very carefully if I don't want her to use them against me. They should convey the fact that I've reflected upon my actions.
おはよう、アキハ。今朝も早いんだな。
So like the normal greeting. I greet her as quietly and as delicately as possible.
昨夜の一件が尾を引いてしまって、一睡もできませんでしたから。
She's bringing out the sass.
でも新鮮な体験ができました。辛抱と困惑が頂点を過ぎると、少し愉快な気持ちになってくるなんて。
When endurance and bewilderment reach their breaking point, she transcends all. She's quietly fuming, it would seem. No amount of smooth talking was gonna get me out of this.
そうか。睡眠不足は良くないよな。些細なことでも気が立って落ち着かないだろうし。
It's just the little things, Akiha. You don't have to worry about it.
それじゃあ俺は朝食があるから食堂に行くよ。
Yeah, bye-bye. I turn to make my swift retreat.
お待ちなさい兄さん。
Oh god! Oh my god, she turned it sepia. I think it's called sepia. Turned it sepia. Her voice is enchantingly powerful. My heart just about froze with the rest of me.
はい。何でしょうか、秋葉さん。
Whatever could it be? I thought he was gonna say Akiha-sama. I tried going for a charming tone, but it seems my attack had no effect. Ah, okay. In that case, let's try out the last one. I'm enjoying these a lot. I mean, Nas is really good at writing like his action moments as well as his horror moments. But one of the reasons why I loved Witch on the Holy Night so much was just the random ass slice of life moments that were just really good at painting every character their own color. And it made it very, like, it made me love every single character. I apologize immediately. Gomena, sorry. I'm so sorry. Doubt I'm gonna be able to talk my way out of this one. Anything I say is likely to just pour gasoline on the fire. My only option is to apologize as quickly and as sincerely as I can. Better to say sorry before she can start grilling me.
昨夜のことだけど、あれは。
兄さん、一つだけ忠告してよろしいですか？
Okay, I guess it's a lost situation. But before I can apologize, Akiha cuts me off, her voice cold enough to send shivers up my spine.
兄さんは遠野家の長男なんですから、いたずらに謝罪の言葉を口になさらないように。
This is not lightly. My life is on the line.
謝るということは、自分が悪いと認めることです。
Is this Shiki's fault? I mean, it's more like Arcueid's fault, but like it's also the environment of this house's fault because Shiki doesn't feel comfortable sharing his experiences because of how cold everything is. I don't know.
その場合、遠野家の長男に相応の罰則を与えなくてはいけなくなるでしょう？
Oh god. We can't apologize to her or else we're in for punishment. Force her? More like allow her. Just look at that wicked smile on her face. If I can't apologize, then all that's left is for me to perish. I'm already dead. Time to get out before she kills me.
すまない、秋葉。遠野家の長男として朝食を取りに食堂に行きたいんだけど、いいかな。
As the eldest son, I'd like to have my breakfast. He's trying to use that against her. I need to retreat.
兄さん。
My feet stopped dead in the track at Akiha's glacial tone. Oh my god, that was so funny. I love this, man. I love this. I don't think this will be totally one-sided. I take a sip of my tea and meet Akiha's okay, so just confirming. Yep, they all eat the same thing. Meet Akiha's I keep saying gaze.
それで、どんな話？
I think you know.
昨夜の女性と成功なされたのですか？
Immediately. Are we gonna get another Tohno error soon? Because that's a little bit sooner than I expected. Yeesh, I'm lucky I didn't burn myself. Akiha's first pitch was an unbelievable fastball. I thought I was gonna choke on my tea for a second.
兄さん、私の話を聞いてます？
聞いてるよ。よく聞こえてる。
それでは答えてください。
I wish.
昨夜の女性について、できる限り正確に、嘘偽りなく、私を決して怒らせない範囲で。
He's hot.
その条件だと何も口にすることができない。
私を怒らせないでと忠告したはずですが。
You're making me angry. Wait, so that was a warning?
いや、無理難題の匂いがプンプンしてきたな。
You need to give me all the details without angering me, even though I will get angry at all the details.
なんです？声が小さくて聞こえません。もっとはっきりおっしゃってください。一体、あの女の方は、兄さんにとってどのような方なんですか？
I mean, I don't even know how to describe it. We're not lovers yet. We are not really, I guess, partners? But like, partners is probably the best word. You can also say we're both victims, or we're both culprits of something.
どうと言われても
Yeah, partners.
協力関係というか友達のようなものというか
夜中に出かけるほどのご友人なんですね。
Well, she's a vampire. What do you expect? I mean, what?
ええ、私だって兄さんが将来どなたと関係を持とうと意見する気はありませんけど、兄さんはまだ学生でしょ。遠野家の長男がどこのものともわからない女性と夜な夜な相引きをしているだなんて、そんな恥知らずなことは慎むべきではないでしょうか。
Hey, it wasn't every night. It was just every night for the last 3 nights. Okay, yeah, you got a point. So that's what my relationship with Arcueid looks like to her.
待てアキハ、まず初めに言っておくと俺とあいつはそういう関係じゃない。
Then what is it? Tell me, Shiki. Tell me.
俺はあいつの探し物に手を貸してるだけで、用が済んでしまえばもう二度と会わない関係なんだよ。
He's technically not wrong.
その割には随分と親しそうでしたけど、それは私の気のせいだと言うんですね、兄さんは。
I want to say you were wrong, but will you punish me for saying that you are wrong?
あの方とはあくまで一時的な損得だけの関係だと。
Akiha's gaze is ice cold. All I'd have to do is say yes, and that would be the end of this conversation. But something's holding me back. It's true that we're both getting something out of our partnership, but I also don't want to admit that that's all there is to it.
それは親しくはないけど損得だけで手を貸してるわけじゃないというか。
でしょうね。今まで見たこともないほどの慌てようでしたから。何事も真剣になってくれない兄さんが感情をあらわにするなんて。
That's
どういう
because
風の吹き回しかと疑ったほどです。
I don't care about the things you want me to take seriously.
そこまで慌ててないし薄情でもない。
そうですか。あの女の方は落ち着いた様子で兄さんのことをずっと待っていましたけど。
I kind of forgot. Where in the flowchart did is this timeline? Is it when I went out? Oh, was the love is dead? Only I was Is this the version where? No, I returned to the mansion. This is the one where I returned to the mansion instead of spending a little bit more time looking for her. So, if it was the other one, would I have gotten a different scene because they literally had to wait for like an extra hour before Shiki got home? I doubt it. She gives me the sidelong glance, obviously trying to imply something. It looks like Akiha is fully convinced that Arcueid and I are dating.
あのなアキハ、勘違いもそこまでにしてくれ。そもそも俺とあいつが知り合ったのは
Because she smelled nice. Wait, what? Because I killed her. I stop myself before the truth slips out. There's no reason for Akiha to know. It's not like she'd believe me anyway. Though, I also can't think of another explanation. All I can manage is some half-hearted mumbling.
答えられないのでしたら質問を変えましょうか。先ほどから兄さんはあいつあいつと繰り返していますが、あの女性のお名前は？
Arc.
名前はアルクエイドだけど。
そうですか。ということはお知り合いになったのは学校ではありませんね。
She has all the deets, man!
兄さんの高校には留学生はいませんから。
Oh man, she's like, I know all the students in your school and this is not one of them. Please explain where you met this girl. Aki's right, we don't have any exchange students. Why does she even know that?
それで兄さんはあのような方と一体どこで知り合ったんです？
街で知り合ったんだよ。その偶然。
Yeah, it's just a coincidence. Yeah, I mean technically it is, but like nothing big happened. Like she didn't die or anything.
偶然ですか。ではアルクエイドさんの方から声をかけてきたんですか？
I mean, no.
ああ、いや、声をかけたのは俺の方だけど。
If by initiating contact you mean murdered in cold blood, then she tracked me down after that. But I'm the one who started it.
どうして声をかけたんです？兄さんはアルクエイドさんとは何もないのに。それとも初めは
He wants
そういう
all
お
the
つもり
deeds.
だったんですか？
I have a guess of what she's gonna say. Maybe it's because she's cute. I think he might actually say she's cute. Because if he says anything else, it's gonna make him seem freaking crazy. Akiha's interrogation is mercilessly precise. With every question, she's closing in on the truth. She's got me like a deer in headlights, and if it goes any further, I won't be able to lie my way out of it. It sucks to do it this way, but I don't have any other choice. I have to end this in whatever way I can.
ああ、もう、とにかくあいつとは何でもない。
Dodging.
大体な、俺が何をしようがアキハには関係ないだろ。
Baka.
どうせ形だけの長男なんだから、誰と付き合ったところで、遠野家に迷惑はかけないはずだ。
Oh, this might be one of the worst things to do, but it might be beneficial in the long run. He's trying to say, like, I'm not even part of the family anymore. Like, screw all this. What I do shouldn't even affect what you're doing. Like, we're barely related at this point. And she brought her brother back because she wanted to spend more time with him. And hearing him say this is gonna hurt her so much. It's cowardly to use being disowned as my argument, but I can't think of another way to get Akiha to back off. Yeah. It is definitely a conversation killer. Akiha narrows her eyes for a moment and then takes a deep breath as she stands. Like, it might also, like, even though it might help, like, be beneficial for Shiki in the long run because she won't stick her nose into this anymore, is, like, doing a lot of damage to their relationship as brother and sister. That's weird. I was expecting another sharp-tongued retort, but instead she looks away.
私だってこんなことは言いたくありません。ただあの人は嫌な感じがするんです。他の相手なら仕方がないと諦めます。けれど兄さんがあの人に気を許すのなら、なんだか私がバカみたいじゃないですか。
Baka mitai. Oh, boy, sorry. So she actually senses something weird with Arcueid. So, yeah, so that means Tohno people, or specifically Akiha, is able to understand, like, the supernatural stuff to a certain extent. And, like, I personally knew this because, you know, Carnival Phantasm is quite the trip. But, yeah. For some reason, Akiha bites her lip in frustration as she speaks.
どうしたんだ、アキハ。なんかおかしいぞ、お前。
もういいです。
Oh, crap.
兄さんは兄さんのなさりたいようご自由になさってください。
She actually has a different expression. She doesn't look cold, but she looks like, honestly, more sad than angry in this for me. Yeah, especially that last face. Akiha exits the parlor with uncharacteristically heavy steps.
もう、四季さん、今のはひどいですよ。秋葉様がおかわいそうです。恋人を連れてくるのでしたら、もっと普通の人を連れてきてあげてくださいな。
I told you! It's not like that! Yet.
そうすれば、秋葉様も納得してくださったでしょうに。
So, at least from Akiha's point of view, she's seeing that, like, Shiki brought home a girl, or the girl brought herself home, and although it's like, you know, house regulations, etc., whatever, at the end of the day, she senses something very weird and potentially dangerous in Arcueid, and she wants to help Shiki by saying, this is not what you think it is. It might not be the right choice for you, because you will get into danger if you interact with this person. But even then, Shiki's like deflecting. He's trying to change the subject, and she's like, man, he's not going to tell me anything. And even though I want the best for him, I can't really get this through to him. Yeah. Kohaku heaves a heavy sigh and chases after Akiha. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do remember liking Akiha quite a bit when I was reading the manga and like watching Carnival Phantasm, although they're very, very different characters, and I don't really understand some parts of it because I never actually fully read the visual novel, or at all, to be honest. But I do understand if people don't like her because so far she's been very, very strict and very frigid. I mean, every time Shiki describes her, he's scared. I mean, comically scared, not actually like fearful, but she describes her as cold. Her voice like kind of sends a chill down the spine, and it's just kind of like this really, I guess, this relationship is kind of uncomfortable because he's not able to do what he wants, period, because he's always being monitored by Akiha, even though years ago she was just his little sister. But from Akiha's point of view, it's kind of like she just wants the best for him, and she thought bringing him home here, I don't know if she thought that was the best for him, but she wanted to see him again. She hasn't seen her brother in 7 years, and when he's here, she just wants, I guess she just wants her brother back. And it's like, it's kind of impossible now. Oh man, that was a sad note to end this on. And Hisui's here now. I do kind of wonder why she wasn't there in the morning. Hisui sees me off when I leave the mansion. I'm a little worried about Akiha, but I don't think running after her would have helped, considering the root of her anger is Arcueid. Though I feel bad, I'll have to wait until this vampire business is over.
でもどうだろう。考えたこともなかったけど。
Is telling her everything an option? She may not believe me, but maybe I should tell her about the vampires. They do endanger all of Soya after all.
そうだよな。例えばネットで噂話として流すとか。
Ah, the advantage of modernization. This is what you can achieve in 2014, not in year 2000. I take my phone out of my pocket as I walk. It wouldn't make for the most credible source, but I could write everything I know on some message board. Any interpretation would be up to the reader. Yelling at people, trying to get them to believe you will only have the opposite effect, but if it's on the net, it may at least reach urban legend status. I'm just imagining Shiki's like, look at this post I found that I totally didn't post. And then Akiha looks it up and she's like, oh wow, this person has this to say. Find their IP address, and Shiki's like, oh no, she's gonna find out it's me.
もしもし、そこの君、ちょっと。
I do not recognize this voice at all.
ん
No, wait, I stop. Is this the officer guy that was working with the church? The one who was like, god damn it, I have overtime. Turning around. Yes, it is. Okay. I recognize his voice a little bit. There's a sharp-dressed man I've never seen before.
俺のことですか。
うん、君。だって君以外にこんな道歩いてる子いないでしょ。
He's got a point. At most, the road leading up to the Tohno mansion sees maybe a couple of cars passing by from time to time. But the only ones actually walking the street are probably me and our housekeepers.
それでさ、君さ、今この家から出てきたよね。もしかして中で働いている使用人さんの子かな。
Nah, I live here. I'm gonna assume that this is one of the new characters because I don't recognize this character at all. But that being said, I don't actually think I recognize a lot of the characters from the church, at least in this remake. I only know like 2-3 characters from the church in this game, and it seems like there have been at least like 5.
ならラッキーだよ。すごくラッキー。あ、俺じゃなくて君がね。お小遣い欲しくない？遠野家の人の話とかちょっと知りたいんだよね。
How about no? I don't want to give out my personal information. Personal, you say? Ah, crap. I keep my distance. It's not because of his overly casual way of talking that bothers me. I'm actually more scared of just how serious he is. It's like every word is carefully crafted to ensure that I'll let my guard down.
あ、もしかして野じ馬だと思われてる？まあ野じ馬なんだけど、ちゃんと報酬弾むよ。特に知りたいのは、ほら、最近帰ってきたっていう長男の話。来たばっかりで写真資料もなくてさ、どんな外見なのか、好きな食べ物とか好きな女の子のタイプとか、ぶっちゃけ何に弱いのか教え。
I love blonde vampires. Oh! I mean, what? He got punched? The man hops from side to side holding his crotch. Oh my god, he got kicked in the balls. Okay, run, Shiki, run. Okay, who did that? For some reason, I don't know why she'd be here, but I feel like it's gonna be the purple-haired girl.
そこ
no,
の
never
抜けた
mind.
鍋かてめえ。どう見てもそいつが塔の式じゃねえか。
Okay, yeah, I remember this person. Yeah, this person was in Type Lumina. I think they showed up out in the aftermath too. I forgot his name specifically and his position, but he was pretty high up there. He was the one giving the other dude orders, I think. There's a child with him? Behind the man is a boy who looks about 12 years old. He must be the one who kicked him in the balls.
マジっすか
for real.
全くブルジョワの匂いがしませんよね。
どんな匂いだそれ。
Jeez,
金
he
に
was...
匂いなんてねえだろ。それとも手垢の匂いってことか。金持ちはどいつもこいつも赤だらけってか。ずいぶん舐めた発言だなおい。
I thought this dude who kind of looks like I guess what you'd expect a detective to look like in like one of those Japanese animes, for lack of better words. He looks like I thought he was just playing us. Like, do you know about this stuff about this person that is clearly you? I know more than you think. But no, he was actually thinking that.
いえ、違います。成金だけ、一部の成金だけですってば。ほら、一日の半分を金勘定で浪費する氷菓子みたいな。
It's gonna be like those nouveau riche from Yakuza. It's like, all right, time to beat the shit out of you and get all your money. And they beat up Shiki. It's like he's got like 20 cents, man.
そりゃうちのジジイのことか。上司批判とはずいぶん太いな、安藤。
Ando, that's his name. You got some fucking balls. Let me kick them again. What is happening? Maybe I should call the cops.
ああ、そこ、無言で110番コールしない。なんで今時の若い子はドライに無駄なことばっかりするかな。ほら。
Huh? I look up from my phone, already halfway through dialing the number to call the authorities. The man is holding out a black ID. It may be my first time ever seeing one, but I can still recognize it as a badge.
警察手帳ってもしかして
He is a detective. Goddamn. I was like, he looks like a detective from one of those Japanese anime. He is a detective. That's why.
そうだよ。怪しいもんじゃないよ。刑事さんだよ。警視庁捜査第一課、安藤優吾。
I thought he was working. Okay, I thought he was working for the church. No, he's working with the church. It seems maybe. Oh man.
なのにさ、昨日から門前払いでさ。こっちはちょっと話を聞きたいだけなのに、アポ取れって一点張りでさ。なんで仕方なく国道で張り込みしてたわけ。
I don't want you here. Get out of my house. I've never seen a more suspicious detective in my life, other than maybe Adachi from Persona 4. Still though, regardless of whether that badge is real or not, I'd like to know more about why he's staking out my house. What should I do? Oh, I'm not really in the mood. These guys are bad news, I'll just ignore them. I am kind of curious. This is one of the choices that I'm not going to redo because I don't think they'll go to the same spot. But I guess I'll ask them what he wants. I'll try to figure out what they're doing. Unless I find out that what they're after, I won't know how to deal with them.
俺でよければ話ぐらいは聞きますけど、要件は何ですか？
うん。北口駅前の火災のことだよ。ほら、当日と翌日まで現場を仕切ってた警備会社、お宅の子会社でしょ。もう引き上げちゃったけど、当日の責任者と話をしたいんだよね。連絡先とかわかる？
そうだったんですか。それは知りませんでした。
I'm assuming they're talking about the Vlove incident.
ですので、俺には分かりかねます。
何？長男なのに知らないの？そりゃ困った。やっぱり妹さんの方が実権握ってるわけ？
If I say yes, will you stop bothering me?
どうしてそんな話を？口頭無形だとは思いますけど、あの火災の原因は東野グループの過失だとでも？
そんな方針は持ってないない。ありゃどっから見ても自然発火だし。問題は別っていうか、まあ、お家の人ならバラしてもいいか。もう知ってるだろうしね。
Let me just give out confidential information because you probably already know.
昨日さ、地下陥没の瓦礫の下からちょっと良くないというか意味わかんないもんが出てきてね。鑑識もお手上げ状態でさ。あの土地だって遠野の持ち物でしょ。
Damn, I know the Tohnos are rich, but I didn't realize they owned that much of the land. That was a pretty central part of the city too.
記録だと10年くらい前に 当の牧久が相場を上回る高額で買い取ったとある。そのあたりの事情聞きたいんだよね。なんで駅前の一等地を買っておいて公園になんかしちゃったのかなとか。
俺には何とも。牧久は亡くなりましたので、話はそれだけですか？
いや、妹さんに取り継いでくれないの？ちゃんと身分と目的話したよね。
I don't really like you, so no.
あいにく妹は忙しい身なのでお引き取りください。話がしたいのならしかるべき手続きをしてからどうぞ。
Yeah, fuck you. Alright, bye. I turn on my heel and start walking down the hill. Now I know what they're after. Well, I don't know what the details are. There's no way I'm letting such a shady detective meet with Akiha.
おい
Yeah, I feel like the boy was gonna stop him. A higher pitched voice calls out to me. I was planning on ignoring him since he's with that weird detective, but something about the boy's voice makes me hesitate.
正義感も結構だが部をわきまえな。人間らしい死に方をしたいんならこの辺りが引き際だぜ。
Boy's like, I know what you're doing. I'll give you this one last chance to fold, but if you keep doing this, you're gonna die a painful death.
なんだって。
That gets me to stop and look back. Did he say a human's death?
何が言いたいんだ？
言いたいことは今ので全部だマヌケ。これで聞かなきゃ勝手に死んでな。ほら帰るぞアンド。いい加減食事時だ。ケーキ食わせろケーキ。チーズと蜂蜜たっぷりのやつな。
Oh, he's like, yeah, I gotcha, hooked you, but I ain't pulling it in.
仰せのままに。なんで俺、日本に来てまでボンボンのおもりしてんだろうな。
I guess he's only working here a little bit, so he is working for the church, but for the sake of this investigation, he has to go to the Division 1, I think. The strange pair get into a car parked alongside the road and drive down towards the station. Well, that was uncomfortable. Looks like the mansion was under police surveillance. They said something strange about the land north of the station being owned by the Tohno family.
いや、
Nah,
ただの
Guzen.
偶然だ。
Yeah, Guzen. Has to be. The only reason that place collapsed is because Arcueid acted before thinking. There's no connection between what happened near the station and who owns the land. I gulped down, the apprehension rising in my throat. Pulling myself together, I begin my long descent. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. We get to see the intersection of, I mean, those guys are clearly church, so the church and basically what we're doing. All right, we're back at school. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here for today. Definitely did a, I mean, it was almost Vampirism 102. I don't know if I'm gonna name the episode that, maybe, because there was a lot of vampire details again. But honestly, going through all those options and all the ones for Akiha, kind of neat. I really liked it. I do wonder if we just walk away. Actually, I'm too curious. I think if we walk away, it might just immediately go to that other option. We'd give it a try. So these guys are bad news. I'll just ignore them. Something tells me I should avoid this guy. This supposed detective might be suspicious as hell, but it isn't like my actions the past few days have been squeaky clean either.
すみません。学校に遅れるので失礼します。うちに用があるなら、しかるべき手続きを済ませてからどうぞ。
I turn on my heel and start down the hill. Sticking around will only give them a chance to respond.
本当に言っちまったよ。今日は顔だけでも覚えてもらって、今後ゆっくり話を聞かせてもらいたかったんだけどな。こりゃ出直しですかね、坊ちゃん。
ああ、てめえの態度がアホすぎたからな。てめえ何年刑事やってやがる。貴重な時間を無駄に使ったんだ。てめえの貴重な給料も無駄に減俸してやるよ。
Get these salary cutting noises.
給料は無駄に減っていいものじゃないんですけど。
Oh, they just leave. I thought we were gonna get that moment where it's like you should watch yourself. Ah, I see. Maybe I should have heard them out a little. Is that gonna go back to the school? So if I do this, no, not yet. Okay, so I thought we were still gonna see the boy kind of go out, reach out to him, and nope, they do lead to the same thing. Cool, I'll just go back on the other route and finish off for today, just to make sure that I have that information recorded. But yeah, I wasn't sure whether the choice would make a huge difference. And at the end, I was like, you know what? It sounds like it would. Because sometimes, I think the choices give you like more or less information. So yeah, we'll just cover my bases. But yeah, this episode was oh, we're hopping right into it. It's 4th period, social studies. Our teacher recites dry textbook materials from the front of the room. I noticed that when you skip, it actually plays the last line that you have covered. So like, I think I never actually read out. The rest of my day has been normal so far. As I listen to the lecture, I take full advantage of my window seat and stare at my reflection. I guess I'll continue for a little bit longer until Arihiko shows up or something. I can't focus. It's not that the lesson is boring, I just can't wrap my head around everything that's happened outside of school. A fire that claimed so many lives, the vampire terrorizing our home. How could I sit in class while knowing the truth about all this? The answer is obvious. I'm abnormal. Actually, I don't know how much longer this will last, so I think we'll stop here for today. But yeah, the stuff with Arcueid was informational, informative, and then afterwards it was horny, which is kind of funny. Shiki was like, ah, oh. Understandable though. I know that there are a lot of Arcueid simps, and I wouldn't be wrong if I were to place myself amongst them now. But yeah, we got that. We had the funny responses with Akiha. Now we're leaving, and ooh, there's a lot of tension between Shiki and Akiha. And knowing that all routes lead to that, it's kind of sad because you know that like in this route, I keep saying route and route, but in this route, the relationship is gonna be strained. I wonder if it's ever going to be, I don't want to say corrected, but I wonder if it's ever gonna be fixed or like end in a way that's like that results in them respecting each other and having an okay brother or sister relationship. Well, we got the shady detective and the little 12-year-old boy, whatever. And I guess we could talk to them or just say bye. But yeah, I don't really know what to expect today because we're just gonna let the day pass until like 10 p.m. And then I'm gonna assume that Akiha is just not gonna care about what we do anymore because we kind of burned that bridge. And we're gonna start doing stuff with the Arc at night. So I guess we'll continue with that next time. And until then, I will be seeing you. And I usually end it here, but I would like to say I usually try to add a witty comment in my description. I've never actually said this before, but please check it out. It's like in every single video. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you. See ya!